Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site as an archive post thingy, and everything is done also on Patreon for extra support. Any kind of updates I go about on the Twitter X platform, so give me a follow up there, especially when it comes to live streams. I will always do tweet it out and share the stream there, so you can follow both or in YouTube and Rumble. I usually go about at the same time on those both platforms. So yeah, yesterday I didn't manage to get around a live stream. I was kind of late night. I was a little bit busy trying to wrap up and finishing up some videos for the channel, so I can have a more freer weekend, let's say. So I can prepare for the next week, the episodes for the active gameplay series and all that jazz. And yeah, the latest live stream that I did, the VOD episode, is up now. I wrapped up everything that I should do in Mount Gelmir, so I don't interrupt any kind of ongoing quest there. I got the assassinations until I made two assassinations on Mount Gelmir on the recusants. I have to go back there and go talk with Bernal, the recusant version of that NPC, so I can trigger another thing on Lanedale. I don't know. I have to check out. I kind of know the gist of what's supposed to do, but yeah. And then afterwards, I will be trying to enter the Radeon capital. We'll have to see how it goes. That's for next stream. And yeah, the active gameplay series will be resumed Monday with Jedi Survivor, and the day after for Mutiny 0 Twin. We're almost finishing on Mutiny 0, and afterwards I will be launching Dead Space Remake. I have to record a couple of more of them so I can have everything on the backlog so I can publish on time. But yeah, basically this is it regarding the channel. I will try to go around and probably do a live stream later today. We'll have to wait. Just give me a follow on Twitter, and I will tweet it out if I manage to go about that. Before you start, just a thing. I talked yesterday about the DEI detected. Basically, this from Cabrutus, which is the guy that did the Steam Creator thing here. Oh, now it's a little bit here. Yeah, he basically the site is very new. At this moment in time, is basically kind of a clone of the games that we already had on the Steam Creator. And basically the main thing here is going to not only be focused on the creator, like the games of Sweet Baby Inc. This is more than Sweet Baby Inc. This is more about these consultancy firms trying to, I don't know, it's kind of pushing the agenda. It's a consultancy firm that they do what they do. But at least it is kind of a curator thing, so it's like a database of games that are affected by these consultancy firms, and at least it will give you the information regarding that. And again, this is not speculation. Usually, I don't know, at least from what I can see, 99% of the time it's self-reported, which is, for example, these consultancy firms do acknowledge that they work on with the games themselves, and or the publisher or the development team add those interactions and or contracts. I don't know usually how this goes, but yeah, or even, for example, in interviews, usually he shows at least or links to the articles there, or at least screenshots of those of that information. But yeah, basically it's going to be a little bit, especially this site. I think it's going to not only going to be a database thing, but it's going to be more stuff regarding gaming creation, from what I understand, and trying to give to be pro-consumer, let's say, in that sense. But yeah, I will leave again the link in the description below. And hopefully everybody at least has the attention of and the information regarding what games are being affected by these consultancy firms, so we can end this trend of consultancy of inclusion. Again, when you try to include by excluding other people, that's not inclusion. But yeah, Regarding news, let's go. Similarly, MSI didn't know. Didn't notice this. MSI, in terms of AMD GPUs, they are disappearing, let's say, from stores. So I think they're not manufactured, or at least it doesn't seem like a huge priority for them to manufacture a lot of the AMD cards, which is weird. Especially on, I think it's Australia, and there is another country or another market that basically you don't see, you cannot find any MSI AMD cards there, which is interesting. We got here even a tweet from Hardware Unbox, which is talking about this. Yeah, and they didn't even launch, I completely forgot this, they didn't even launch the 77 and the 7800 XT variants of the GPUs there, which is interesting enough. But as you can see here, they got 147 variant cards from the RTX 4000 series and only 4 for the 7000 from AMD. Again, AMD always has less variants from AIB partners. These are the three main ones, let's say: Asus, Gigabyte, and MSI. Interesting enough, we'll have to wait and see. But again, even for AMD, we got they have kind of the exclusive partners, let's say. Usually it's XFX. We got Sapphire and the other one that do the L-bound stuff, GPUs there. Usually got these three that they are basically exclusive, they only manufacture for AMD, at least to my knowledge, which is interesting enough. But yeah, hopefully with we might see a resurgence. I don't know in terms of deals how if we know that Nvidia just tried to stifle the competition by I don't know, through shenanigans there. But I don't know if they got good yields. Again, the production level tends to be less on AMD, but I think they might have better margins. Maybe because we've been seeing a lot of discounts, similarly not mandated by AMD, so AIB seem to be more free to do their own thing to a certain extent. As long, of course, everybody has some guiding rules, not exceed or try not to exceed certain prices or lower too much. I think there is also a two-side relationship there with AMD. At least that's my perception. But yeah, interesting enough, they are in terms of overall market, it seems to that the MSI Radeon GPUs are on other things, but I don't think they are giving a lot of priority to manufacture them, or they are selling pretty well with MSI. I don't know, but yeah, it's very, very weird. I will try to keep my eyes on this and see if something weird is going about here, because even with their own MSI from Hardware Lux, which tried to get some statement regarding MSI, when it comes to GPUs, our focus at the moment is actually more on RTX cards. Nevertheless, the collaboration with AMD is essentially extremely relevant to us. We see a very positive development, particularly in the area of mainboards. Yeah, mainboards, each one of those, I have MSI mainboard. They are usually pretty good quality. But yeah, yeah, I don't know if they have their hands filled with RTX. They seemingly probably selling more, so they focus more on that. I don't know. But yeah, I will try to keep my eyes on this situation, see if something changes throughout these next weeks or months. We saw also another RTX 4090 failures. We got some rip pads, which is the solder pads, which are on the main chip. As you can see, usually they got these little points, kind of ball bearings, but it's solder ball bearings, let's say. And similarly on regarding bad packaging, given even from the vendors itself, they are not being properly packaged. At least that's the speculation from this guy. I already saw some couple of videos here and there, Northwest Repair. Similarly, because again, in the course of transportation from factory to the customer, there is a lot of transporting, a lot of shifting around, and usually sometimes even the pallets or packets they're not handled gently, let's say. And the fact that adding to that they are not being packaged that well, the 4090s, and the fact that the 4090s have huge coolers, so they are more susceptible when going around to seemingly off. The solder pairs are basically ripped off of the PCB, so basically which is kind of weird because it's usually you have screws around to try to put it in place, but even with all that, yeah, the packaging is not good, and it's in a 2000 card chip or in a 2000 GPU, sorry, when these kind of things tend to happen, because it's not fault of the customer, because apparently everything seems okay, but there is some stories that even some fans are are twisted and everything. So yeah, it's not acceptable for being sold around $2,000 GPU to have this kind of lack of good packaging on the box itself of the GPU. And similarly, this guy is complaining, let's say, because he received a lot of GPUs not working, and then after a lot of troubleshooting, he sees that this happens. So you can see everything should be like in place here, but it's not. So of course the GPU will not work, that's for sure. But yeah, interesting story. I will leave the link in the description. Regarding gaming, we got another teaser from Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Again, get stunning new trailer. Again, it's a teaser, so it is what it is. It's just a continuation of trying to showcase a little bit of the Unreal Engine 5 thing that they are doing here. One thing I found funny, it's the recommended specs to play this game. Again, I will assume it's 1080p 60 at most, because you got RX 5700 XT, RTX 270, or even a 1080 Ti 11 gigabytes there. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this one. We'll have to again, like all games, I'm interested in seeing this. The game will be launched on September 5th for all platforms. No, not all platforms, sorry, for PC and Xbox Series X, and Microsoft has a 3-month console exclusive. So again, I don't like this, but PlayStation by the end of the year should have the launch there for them. Yeah, don't pre-order. That's usually my recommendation. Wait for reviews, and then you can take a more informed decision regarding any kind of game. Yeah, this is basically what I have to say. Again, I prefer to wait for the reviews for this game. Some troubled development given to even with external circumstances regarding the studio itself, with the war in Ukraine. But yeah, I like pretty much the first again, the trilogy. I don't remember which one that I played. I played 2 of them, I think. I enjoyed the survival mechanics and the shooting stuff, but yeah, it's been a while since they came up with a game from Stalker series. So again, wait and see, check for reviews, and then make a decision, informed decision there. We got also Gothic Remake. I never played this game, the original one. Yeah, gets a pretty new Unreal Engine 5 screens, but there is a video here, but it's just to announce the collector's edition, which is around $200, 200 euros. Yeah, it's not. Don't take a chance on this one. But yeah, still, we got like 4 years ago, basically, we got kind of a playable teaser, let's say. Didn't get a lot of good reviews then, but yeah, given that it's a very old game and very well-known game, I always heard about Gothic, even though I never played it. It's one of those games that you know there is that exists, and it's well reviewed at the time, at least the original one. Yeah, I need more information here, even though yeah, I thought they will have something here, but they only have the announcement of the what it is on the collector's edition there. Yeah, the fact that it's also Alquimia Interactive in Barcelona, Spain. Never heard of these people. Hope it's a good game. As always, I hope that every game is good. But yeah, this is part of THQ Nordic. Let's see how it goes. I just hope the game is good, given that it's a well-known IP, even though it's an old one. Hopefully it can improve on the formula there, hopefully. And lastly, we got here Silent Hill Remake. The drama continues, no new information. We got this tidbit of information from Bluebird team earnings call, and we got a quote from the call there from the CEO there. We are in the final stage of work on Silent Hill 2. I assume that this moment in time is fine-tuning, do all the final preparations for all the specs and just cleaning out bugs and all that stuff. I think that's where they are at this moment, because the game should be launched this year. We'll see. And it can be expected that more marketing materials will be released in the near future with the release date and the platforms on which the game will appear. Again, we don't know if it is an exclusivity thing happening around here. Probably. Again, Konami, yeah, as a publisher, it went to the dumpster fire at least since the drama, let's say, from Kojima Production Studios at the time. Yeah, that went to the chute there. They didn't basically recover that well, not even with the Metal Gear Solid remakes and remasters and the Metal Gear Solid Delta that it will come out. I don't think they will recover that soon. The way they go about it, again, I think it's the pachinko machines money that they just. I think that's their way of business. But yeah, again, when this game comes out, when they have more information, again, just wait. Don't go for the hype. Again, always maintain your expectations very low. Don't buy the hype and wait for reviews, proper reviews from independent people that you trust. And again, the mainstream media, let's say, of the websites that go around there, from IGN, GameSpot, Polygon, Kotaku, all those sites there. You can have it as a point of reference, but yeah, it's never to be trusted. At least as they have their own opinions regarding a lot of stuff, and they nitpick in a lot of things. Yeah, but yeah, again, as I always said, inform yourself better when the game is to be launched, and then you might take the jump with all the information needed, so you don't regret the buy of the game there. But yeah, this is what I got for in terms of news. For gaming deals, we still have Pacific Drive. This is the deluxe edition, 20% off. Again, handful of developers that did this game. I think it's a pretty awesome game, at least from the videos that I've been seeing. This is one of those that you might a lot of hours there. But yeah, it's 20% off. We got also Classified France 44. This is kind of XCOM we're in World War II kind of a thing there. Yeah, this is very positive reviews. The videos that I saw from Christopher Odd usually covers a lot of these kind of games. Again, a lot of interesting variations of the kind of the mechanics you already know regarding XCOM games. Yeah, very interesting here. I'm very interested in playing this game one of these days and probably do a series on it. We got also Dredge, 30% off. We got Last Train Home, 34% off. Again, this game has very positive reviews. It's kind of after the First World War, troops are going home, and then it's basically the journey of the train. So you have to maintain the train, your people. Then sometimes you get raided on the train, so you get to fight. All that jazz. Very, very interesting game there. You got also Planet of Lana. Again, overwhelmingly positive puzzler. 35% off. Again, I think the story is mainly told by the gameplay and the art style and all that jazz. We got also The Last Spell, 40% off. This seems a very interesting game. It's kind of a tactical wave kind of a thing here. Again, it's one of those little things that little games that seems very interesting, and again, very positive reviews. That's why I bring it up. We got also Aliens Dark Descent, 45% off. We got, again, I completely forgot to do this thingy here, the refresh the page. It's the Nier games, so Nier Replicant, this is the remastered version, and then Nier Automata, both are 60% off. Yeah, both are 60% off. And then on GOG we got Alien Isolation, the collection. Again, this is a recommendation from my part. I already did a gameplay series on this one. It's one of those that I would like to replay one of these days, but in 4K, and make a rerun on the series there. And then we got Children of Morta. Again, pixel art style, kind of oh my god, I completely forgot what I wanted to say here. Roguelike kind of a thing here, and the story seems to be engaging there. But yeah, 71% off. And finally we got Days Gone, very underrated game. Yeah, 75%, it's usually the price that goes. Yeah, this I'm also very interested in playing this game here. But yeah, basically is what I got for you today. Let's see if later I can go about doing a live stream. I'll have to wait and see how I can manage my day regarding that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up with a plug on my Patreon for extra support. The extra support is at the moment for me to focus on a storage solution, for me to be able to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and also some extra space for the videos that I do for this channel. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.